Welcome to WhatGear Quickie Leaks. Consider subscribing if you want to keep up to date every week with the latest tech leaks. And this week, 3 new Sony devices, as well as more Mate 30 news, and a new Samsung watch appears. So word on the street is Sony have a few Xperias in the chamber, and this one is apparently going to be the world's first 5K 21:9 HDR OLED smartphone, which will have a crazy 899 pixels per inch, and at this point we know the model number, which is J8220, and it's likely going to be called the Sony Xperia 1R. Now the one question is, do you think we actually need a 5K display on a mobile phone? For me, when I think about it, the only real benefit I could see with a 5K display would be when it comes to VR. So maybe they're thinking about bringing some PlayStation VR titles to a smartphone, and that would be pretty awesome. And also, if you've been following the channel, you'll know that I've been using the Xperia 1 quite a bit recently, and I just really hope they increase the battery size just a bit and improve the camera software just a bit as well. I just hope they can get all their ducks in a row with this one this time around. And also, did someone say 5G? So the second Sony phone that we're hearing a lot of rumors about is the Sony Xperia 20. So this one's going to be a one-up from this year's Xperia 10. And there's a couple of changes that we're definitely going to see. So we're going to see a new upgraded processor in the way of a Qualcomm Snapdragon 710, and also possibly more RAM upgraded to 6GB, and the storage could start at around 128GB. At least that's what I heard. Also, I heard this time the dual shooters on the back won't be just a primary and a depth sensor. This time one of the lenses will likely be wide angle or telephoto. I personally would prefer to see the wide angle on there. I just think it's a bit more useful. And when it comes to the design, it's pretty much confirmed this is exactly what we're going to see, going by these case leaks and these renders from reliable sources. Okay, a bit more Sony Xperia news for you. Apparently, Sony have patented a new flexible display with a difference, and if Sony can bring this one to life, we could see a folding screen that when closed has 2 displays, front and back. Also, the panel, according to these leaks, appear to have touch sensors on both sides of the screen. So this is a totally different approach from what we've seen so far from other manufacturers like Samsung and Huawei. Certainly an interesting rumor. What do you think about it? How could they use this technology? How could it be useful to us? Let me know in the comments below. And also, do you think Sony can really make this one happen? Let me know. Okay, the Galaxy S Watch Active 2 ahead of this year's Samsung Unpacked. And these are the actual images of the Galaxy S Watch Active 2. What do you think of the design? I actually think these look pretty stylish. I've always stayed away from smartwatches. I just can't be bothered to charge them. But this one looks like it could be something special. Anyway, let me know what you think. And now on to the Mate 30 news. So I'll be at this year's IFA, and I'll actually be hosted by Huawei. So make sure you subscribe, turn on your notifications for videos on this from the event, and hopefully I get hands on with it at some point. But anyway, check this out. Ice Universe this week put out this tweet, and I think it's pretty clear that he's talking about the Huawei Mate 30 Pro, and if it's true, it will be the first phone to house 2 40 megapixel sensors on the rear, and that is just insane. I can only imagine what this phone is going to be capable of, because the Mate 20 was right up there with the Google Pixel when it came to pictures this year, and maybe this will be the year where they actually take the lead. But I'm sure Google have something up their sleeve as well, so we'll have to keep our eyes peeled on the IFA this year for these new devices. Super exciting stuff. And also check this out, actual images of the Mate 30 Pro and Mate 30 Lite have been spotted in the wild. So these are the actual devices, and as I spoke about in previous videos, it's going to have that curved screen, and there's even more screen glass leaks out there. So I think we know what we're going to see. I'm just really excited about those 2 40 megapixel sensors in it though. What about you? Let me know in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed this week's Quickie Leaks. If you want to check out last week's, the thumbnail's on screen, and if you want to check out some of my latest camera comparisons, I did some awesome ones with the Xperia 1 that I think you'd really enjoy. They're also on screen as well. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't be late.